Chappelle vs Wayans. Who's the real king of comedy? You won't believe the truth behind this epic showdown because it's not what you think. Trust me, if you're a fan of comedy, this will blow your mind. Everyone loves Dave Chappelle, right? He's a comedy legend, no doubt about it. But what if I told you that the real trailblazer, the true pioneer, isn't who you think? It's time to talk about the Wayans brothers, specifically Damon Wayans. And no, I'm not just talking about the early 90s sitcoms. What if I told you that the Wayans laid the foundation for everything Chappelle stands on today, and they were doing it first? But here's the kicker, the media doesn't want you to know the real story behind their rivalry. Ever wonder why Chappelle got his massive Netflix deal? Or why the Wayans name doesn't get the respect it deserves? Let's break it down. Did you know that Damon Wayans was ahead of his time in the comedy world? He was making jokes about race, politics, and culture long before Chappelle was even on the scene. While Chappelle was still building his brand, Damon was already changing the game. Not to mention, the Wayans, in living color, gave birth to comedy. Today, without it, no Chappelle show. And don't even get me started on how the Wayans brothers opened doors for black comedians to have more control over their narratives in Hollywood. And it gets even worse, people forget that Chappelle's show wouldn't have existed if it weren't for the Wayans' blueprint on cable television and their risky, boundary-pushing content. Let's talk about that for a second. Here's the shocking part. Chappelle, as revolutionary as he is, owes a huge debt to the Wayans. It's not just about who's funnier, it's about who paved the way for who. In fact, Chappelle has admitted in interviews that he learned a ton from the Wayans' groundbreaking style. So here's the question, is Dave Chappelle really the king of comedy, or did Damon Wayans set the throne first? I want to hear your thoughts. Hit that comment section right now. Who's the true king in your book? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This debate is far from over.